Welcome to HackTheFile. I'm Michael Lopez, and today we're going to be looking at the book Wireshark by Packt. Enjoy. So, we're going to be looking at Wireshark by Packt. And I'm going to go here and look at the author because I like to give credit to the author. And maybe go through what this covers. So, if you guys are in cybersecurity, you know what Wireshark is. If you guys are looking to get into cybersecurity and you guys are watching my videos and you guys are following along and doing stuff, setting up environments and playing around with this stuff, this is a video you don't want to skip. Wireshark is an awesome tool that intercepts network traffic. So basically, it's a man in the middle, right? So, but with Wireshark, you can see what people are looking at online. You can see what they're sending. You can see what they're receiving, and it just basically it's a interception analysis tool, right? And um, so just that alone is cool, right? Just saying that it does that is cool. So you can imagine what you would use Wireshark for if you were hacking, right? If you're hacking a system, or if you're, doing monitoring on a system, you want to see, you're doing some digital forensics. Um, there's many applications. Man, I'm tired. I stayed up late. So there's many applications you can use Wireshark for, but I need to brush up on my Wireshark because in school I took a class. Well, I took a bunch of classes that were using Wireshark, but very basically. So my goal is to go through this book and see, get a better understanding of it, because most of the classes I took, and it's funny because I took them in an odd order. I took these before I took like some of my networking classes that I took. So, um, with Wireshark, I'm sure this book is gonna teach us the basics of networking and like you know what TCP and is, and what packets are, and the 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 three-way handshake and stuff like that. So I'm sure it's going to teach that in here, but if you're getting into Wireshark, or you're getting into cybersecurity, you're gonna have to know all that stuff anyways, right? Because at least know of them and study them quite a bit, because um, you know you're gonna have to know these things, right? And you're gonna have to know what it's talking about. You're gonna have to know how everything works. Uh, that way it makes it easier for you to understand what you're doing when you're doing books like this, like Wireshark. So I think it might be. So if we go back here, right, and look at my books that I have, um, I got the A plus complete study guide, pen test study guide. I'm gonna do a video on this bug bounty bootcamp too. Um, I know I have a net. Yeah, see, here it is, Network Plus Study Guide. So I would recommend getting a book like this, the Network Plus Study Guide, or I don't, and then trying to get your Network Plus, or getting like Networking for Dummies. You know what I mean? Some book like that, or some kind of networking fundamentals book, because Um, if you're getting into cybersecurity, you're gonna have to understand how the networking works, and so you're gonna have to learn all that stuff. Okay, so it's a good. So that's where I would start. I might do a video on like the basic fundamentals of networking, but like I said, these videos are for you to do all that stuff on your own time, but then, I mean, you could do them consecutive. You can do them at the same time too, is what I mean too. I mean, there's nothing, you don't have to go learn that first, then do this. You can do it at the same time because this is going to tell you what it is kind of in this book. I got a feeling, right? What packets you're looking at, what are even packets and stuff. So, and there's a tremendous amount of knowledge out there, right? So you can't learn it all. So you can do these, you can learn it and do this at the same time, right? Or you could do this and not even learn and see how well you fare, right? But either way, you're gonna have to learn it sooner or later, networking and stuff. So, all right. So this book is by, I think it's Lisa Bock, and Pact is just awesome. I love Pact. So yeah, this is Lisa Bock. So Pact is are some of my favorite books because, especially like if you go to www.pack.com, um, you can enter in this digital code or whatever that I bought it from Amazon, and you can access it online. And it gives you online on www.pack.com. It gives you like learning packets. You can do all kinds of stuff, testing, quizzes, and I mean, Pack is just awesome, right? So Wireshark, let's get into Wireshark. Let's I might do a series, I might not. I might do like you know, some learning with you because like I said, I barely used it, and Wireshark you have to enter in like not commands, but it's just like formulas and stuff, and I don't know any of them. So it's been a while. All right, let's read about the author. Okay, Lisa Bach is an associate professor in the IT department at Pennsylvania College of Technology in Wilmington, PA. Some of her courses she's taught since 2020, 2003 include networking, security, biometrics, protocol vulnerabilities using Wireshark. See, protocol vulnerabilities. Protocols are what? Ports, remember? Okay. CCNA, security and unified communications. In addition to this, she is a LinkedIn learning instructor and has published over 30 courses. So she knows what she's doing. Okay. And then the reviewer is Dario Lombardo. Okay. And see, this is cool about Pact. If you're interested in becoming the author of Pact, visit authorspact.com. So Pact is just, I love Pact. I don't know why. All right. So we're going to skip all this. Man. I'm going to skip all this. What is it? And then the preface. So, all right, let's read this. This is the preface. This book provides a solid overview of basic protocol analysis using Wireshark. This book will show you how to navigate the Wireshark interface so that you can confidently examine common protocols such as Transmission Control Protocol, which is TCP, Internet Protocol, which is your IP, and Internet Control Message Protocol, ICMP. We'll begin by outlining the benefits of traffic analysis. We'll then walk through the evolution of Wireshark and step through the phases of packet analysis. We'll review some of the common command line tools and outline how to download and install Wireshark on either PC or Mac. Now, I got a Mac coming in, like I said. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it on PC, and then sometimes I'm gonna switch to Mac for you Mac users. And I need to learn how to use Mac anyways, the tools and stuff. So I'm gonna switch back and forth. So then we'll gain a better understanding of what happens when you tap into a data stream. You'll learn how to personalize the Wireshark interface, and then we'll compare display and capture filters and summarize the open systems interconnection, the OSI model. So this OSI model is the different layers of how the um, transmission protocols work, or the internet basically works, or everything does. So you would learn that in a networking class and stuff. So I would study all that stuff, and I'm sure it's, yeah, like I said, it's going to go through it. So we're good. So model and data encapsulation. We'll then take a closer look at some of the protocols that move data in TCP/IP suite and dissect the TCP handshake. That's what I was talking about. The TCP three-way handshake and tear down process. We'll conclude with advanced ways to work with packet captures, including how to troubleshoot network latency issues, how to subset, save, and export. Well, hold on. Work with packet captures, including how to troubleshoot network latency issues, how to subset, save, and export, and how to use a share capture with colleagues using CloudShark. So this is awesome. Wireshark is a tool that companies use to monitor their traffic. I mean, I'm sure hackers can use it. If you have any creative ways to use it, you could. And digital forensics, I mean, this is a great tool. This book is for network administrators, security analysts, students, teachers, and anyone interested in learning about packet analysis using Wireshark. So I think I did Wireshark in my digital forensics class. Basic knowledge of network fundamentals, devices, and protocols, along with understanding of different topologies, will be beneficial. That's what I just said, right? What this book covers, and we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go through this book casually, and we're gonna, okay. So download. We're gonna download it, and then we're gonna it's gonna be a quick video. We're gonna download it, and then we're gonna see, get it set up or something, and see what we got to do, and do a little test run, and then call it a day, and then we'll do another video if you know if we want. So all Wireshark capture files are referenced within the book. We will download the capture files from many online repositories so that you can follow along with the lesson. Download the color images. We also provide PDF files that have color images, man, and screenshots slash diagrams used in this book. You can download at HTTP static pack downloads. But I would, like I said, if you don't have the book, I would pause this and enter this into your URL at the top of your browser, right? And that should go right to it. But I'm going to click on it, right? I'm going to download those color images. Packet analysis. Chapter 1, appreciating traffic analysis. Okay, so this has got, I don't know why the hell I should download this. But, I'm not gonna download it because, you don't need to download that unless you want those. Conventions used. There are a number of text conventions used throughout this book. Code in text indicates code words in text, database table names, folders names, files names, file extensions, path names, dummy URLs, inputs, text handles. To write to a file, use negative dash W, then the file name and path. Okay, any command line input or output is written as followed. It looks like a command line. That looks like a Windows command line. Bold indicates a new term, an important word, or words you see on screen. For example, words in menus, dialog boxes. These are important words. Get in touch, feedback. And they're not going to worry about that. Dogs are barking. Reviews, we're not going to worry about that. Oh, that might be my package. Okay, traffic capture overview. This section will enable you to understand the benefits of traffic analysis, learn about the evolution of Wireshark, step through the phases of packet analysis, review Wireshark CLI tools, outline how to download and install Wireshark on either PS or Mac, and explore the Wireshark interface. This section is comprised of the following chapters. Okay, I don't care about all that. I'm not going to read this. Or, okay, I should. Appreciating traffic analysis. Today's networks are complex, and if there are issues, then on many occasions, the only way you can solve the problem is if you can see the problem. Packet sniffers such as Wireshark can have been around for that very reason for many years. In addition to manually conducting packet analysis using Wireshark, today's devices incorporate the ability to pull data from the network and examine the contents of to determine whether the data should be allowed on the network. This chapter will help you recognize the many benefits of using Wireshark for packet analysis. You'll learn about Wireshark and its history as an exceptional open source software product that includes many rich features. You'll see how everyone can benefit from using packet analysis, including network administrators, students, security analysts. You'll be able to identify many places to conduct packet analysis, including on a LAN, on a host. And if you don't know what LAN is, that's what I'm telling you, you got to look up the networking on a host or in the real world. Finally, you will gain a better understanding of many ways in which Wireshark can provide a key role in troubleshooting, testing, baselining, and monitoring for threats. This chapter will address all of that by covering the following: reviewing packet analysis, recovering who benefits from using packet analysis, recognizing, identifying where to use packet analysis, outlining when to use packet analysis, getting to know Wireshark. So those are the basic things we need to learn anyways. Reviewing packet analysis. Packet analysis is a process of examining. Hold on, let me pull up my uh, minutes here because I only want to do about 30 minutes. Packet analysis is the process of examining packets to understand the characteristics and structure of traffic flow. When monitoring a network for analysis, we capture traffic using specialized software. Once the data is captured, we save the file. The software stores the capture in a file that is commonly called a packet capture or a PCAP file. Okay, you gotta remember that PCAP file. The analyst can complete packet analysis by either studying one packet at a time as a complex capture. Packet analysis can be done during a live capture or by using previous captured packets. Network administrators use packet analysis to gain information about current network conditions. Security analysts use packet analysis to determine whether there is anything unusual or suspicious about traffic. When carrying out forensics investigations, that's why I used it. And students use packet analysis as a learning tool to better understand the protocols. I did both of those too. The last two. And I did the third one actually. In addition, packet analysis is also used by hackers. There you go, see? to sniff network traffic in order to gain valuable information about the network while conducting the footprinting and reconnaissance. So that's what, if you're thinking about becoming a hacker, that's what you're going to want to use this for, right? Um, Wireshark. We use packet analysis in many places, including on a LAN, on a host, or on the real world. We also use packet analysis when troubleshooting latency issues, testing Internet of Things devices, things that are connected to the internet, and tools to baseline the network. That's funny because they repeated themselves um, twice already. That line, I don't know if that's good or not. Today, packet analysis using Wireshark is a valuable skill. However, analyzing packets has been around in the networking world for many years, as early as 1990s. There were various tools that enabled analysis to carry out packet analysis. Um, um, for enabled analysts to carry out packet analysis on networks to troubleshooting errors and to monitor servers and network behavior. In the next section, we'll examine some of the early tools used to monitor networking. We're not going to do that. We don't need to know the early tools. I guess we could. So this video is probably just going to be reading, getting caught up on what it is, and then the next video is going to be actually running it. I'm guessing because I got 10 minutes left and we haven't started yet. So, exploring early packet sniffers. Packet analysis has been around in some form for 20 years as a diagnostic tool to observe data and other information traveling across the network. Packet analysis is also referred to as sniffing. The term refers to early packet sniffers which sniffed or captured. I mean, this is all important though. You need to know the history of this, right? So you do have to read this. Packet sniffers which sniffed or captured traffic as it traveled across the network. In 1990, a software company developed by the Novell LAN Analyzer, which had a graphical UI user interface and dashboard feature as shown in the following diagram. So, what's funny? I remember this, using this back in the days. At the same time, Microsoft introduced a network monitor. Over the last 20 years, there has been many other packet analyzers and tools to sniff traffic that include Kane Enable, can gather passwords and VoIP conversations, Neural's Light, DSniff, EtherCap is what these two I've used. DSniff too, I think. I think I've used all these actually. Um, Wireshark Security Onion. Yeah, I've used all these. I think these are all in Kali Linux too. Most packet analyzers have similar features. They capture data, decode raw bits in the header to the field value. Okay, hold on, let me read that again. Most packet analyzers have similar features. They capture the data, decode the raw bits in the headers to field values according to the appropriate request for comment, RFC, or other specifications, and present the data in a meaningful fashion. The packet analysis tool ranges from very simple text-based analysis, such as terminal-based Wireshark, T-Shark, as shown in the screenshot below, or tools that have rich graphical UIs and advanced AI expert systems that guide the analyst through a more targeted evolution. So this is what it's going to look like when you receive the information on, and I'm sure this book's going to go through what each thing means. Um, this is where it's coming from. This is where it's going. This is the protocol it's traveling through or whatever. And it's some info, right? In the next section, we'll take a look at the various devices in use today to use packet analysis. See, and I'm learning a lot. I'm going to learn a lot right now because um, I haven't read this book cover to cover. So, evaluating devices that use packet analysis. Packet analysis and packet sniffing are used by many devices on the network, including routers, switches, and firewall appliances. Yep. As the data flows across the network, it passes through various network devices, which interpret the packet's raw bits and examine the field values in each packet to decide what action should be taken. A router that's it's going through basically how the data transmission works, right? So this is very important if you're wanting to learn networking and stuff. You can probably just read this book. This book's going to help you a lot. Um, so I mean, the bottom line is lots and lots of reading. Okay, you want to be a hacker, you're going to have to love to read, um, and not like novels and stuff. You have to love to read this type of stuff. This stuff should interest you. If not, you probably don't want to be a hacker. You probably don't want to be any kind of like a cyber guy, but or person. But this right now as I'm reading it, this is very interesting to me. I'm like half asleep, but it's still interesting to me. And I've read it before. Every time I read this, it gets more and more interesting. That's the trip about this. So you're gonna have to read this stuff, and you may not think that it's important, it's good for your mind to give you an idea of what you're going to be looking at, what you're going to be doing. It helps you understand other things when you work on them and troubleshoot them. So, a whole lot of reading. Um, I'm about to stop here in about 2 minutes, so let's see how far we get. A router captures the traffic and examines the IP header to determine where to send the traffic as part of the routing process. An IDS will capture the traffic and examine the context and alert the network administrator if there's anything unusual or suspicious behavior. A firewall monitor all traffic will drop any packets that are not in line with the access control list, the ACL. For example, when data passes through a firewall, a device examines the traffic and determines whether to allow or deny packets according to the ACL. For example, the ACL has the following entries: allow outbound SYN packets, the destination port is 80, so that's HTTP. Allow inbound SYN ACT packets, the source port is 80. So that SYN is your handshake, right? Three-way handshake. And so SYN ACT, SYN, those are part of your handshake, and how it communicates. And it's saying it's going to port 80, which is port 80. I'm pretty sure is HTTP, and it's not secure, right? These are little things you need to know, little details you need to know when you're reading all this information. You'll learn over the time or whatnot. And I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. So, port 80, I'm pretty sure is HTTP. If it's not, I don't care. I'll look it up. See, that's the beauty. You can Google it. As shown in the following diagram, firewall with an ACL. In order to decide whether to allow or deny a packet, the firewall must evaluate the packet header and check to see what TCP flags are set and what port numbers are in use. If the packet does not meet the ACL entry, then the firewall will drop the packet. See, that's what firewalls do. Okay? So that's how you're protected, how a firewall protects your network. If somebody's coming in on a network, on a port that's insecure and it's vulnerable to attacks or whatnot, or if you set it in this ACL, it says it'll drop it. All right, so we're gonna go through all this, and this is actually really cool. Shows you how it works. So we're gonna go through this in the next video. That was HackTheFile. I hope you enjoyed that. I know you didn't enjoy it that much, but this is gonna be what it is. These are slow. This is a slow topic, Wireshark, right? You have to. This is what the book's doing, so this is what I'm gonna do. And I think it's very important. This is very important, so I'm not going to actually skip it. Sometimes I skip stuff, but I'm not going to skip this stuff because this is very important to what we're doing in Wireshark. You need to understand all this. So, go through this video, go through this book, or listen or whatnot, and then we'll get you on the next video. Have fun.